Hello, all. This is Devika from MITSDE, and you're listening to the MITSD podcast. More people than ever prefer listening to information bits, pro tips, or educational content on the go. And this podcast series is here to discuss the latest advancements in different industries, share some cool corporate tips, the opportunities, and the strategies that will help you become a pro professional. On this note, I'll hand over the mic to our very own Professor Bonnie Rajesh, the academic content lead for marketing and business communication.
Hello, my dear listeners, and welcome to another episode of the Business Success Story, where we'll explore the stories behind the brands that we love. Today, we are driving into a breakfast revolution that took place in the Indian kitchens, the adoption of cornflakes. I'm your host, Professor Bonnie Rajesh from MIT SDE, and let's unravel the journey of how cornflakes made their way into the hearts and plates of millions across India. For generations, the typical Indian breakfast has been deeply rooted, embedded in hot and savory dishes like the parathas, idlis, dosas, and pohas. Now, these dishes were not just a source of sustenance, but an integral part of the diverse Indian culture. So, how did the humble cornflakes manage to find a place on our breakfast table? Well, the story begins in the late 20th century when global brand like Kellogg's introduced cornflakes to the Indian market. Initially, it was met with skepticism because Indians were accustomed to warm, hot, and hearty breakfast, and the idea of a cold cereal with milk seemed totally foreign. Now, understanding the need to adapt, cereal brands embarked on a journey of localization. They introduced variations that catered to Indian taste and preferences. Flavored cornflakes with additions like honey, nuts, and dried fruits started to emerge. The strategic move allowed cornflakes to bridge the gap between traditional Indian flavors and the convenience of a quick breakfast. With the increasing focus on health and fitness, cornflakes marketed themselves as a nutritious and convenient breakfast option. The idea of a no-cook breakfast that provided essential nutrients resonated with the fast-paced lifestyle of urban Indians. As more and more Indians embraced a modern and hectic lifestyle, the ease and speed of preparing cornflakes became a game changer. The traditional hot breakfast, while still beloved, started to share space with the convenience of cornflakes, especially among the younger generation and working professionals. So cornflakes also played a role in breaking breakfast barriers. It became a common sight in urban households where the morning rush left little time for elaborate cooking. The adaptability of cornflakes allowed it to seamlessly integrate into a variety of dietary preferences, further expanding its reach. So in conclusion, the adoption of cornflakes in India reflects the evolving tastes and lifestyles of a dynamic society, while the traditional Indian breakfast hasn't been replaced and never will. But cornflakes have undoubtedly found their place alongside it. The story of cornflakes in India is not just about a change in breakfast habits. It's a tale of adaptation, convenience, and the merging of global and local flavors. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Business Success Stories. This is Professor Bonnie Rajesh from MITSD signing off. Stay tuned for more strategic success stories from us.